the Charlotte Hornets just made a move that could shake up their entire backcourt. Collin Sexton is heading to Buzz City. Sources confirmed to ESPN's Shams Charania that the Utah Jazz are sending Collin Sexton and a 2030 second-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for veteran center Jusuf Nurkic. That's right. Two players on expiring $19 million deals, swapped in a move that says just as much about the future as it does the present. Before we dive into what this means for the Hornets, the Jazz, and both players, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you love keeping up with bold moves across the NBA, and drop a comment below. Who do you think won this trade? Now, let's talk impact. Collin Sexton, just 26 years old, has quietly been one of the most productive and consistent scorers in Utah over the past few seasons. Averaging 18.4 points and 4.2 assists last year, Sexton led the Jazz in total points for the second consecutive season, and he did it with elite efficiency, shooting a career-high 41% from beyond the arc and 87% from the free throw line. That's not just good. That's borderline elite for a combo guard. But with Utah selecting two young guards in the 2025 NBA draft, five-star phenom Ace Bailey and sharpshooter Walter Clayton Jr., the writing was on the wall. Utah's backcourt is getting younger, faster, and more dynamic, and there just wasn't room left for Sexton's ball-dominant style in their evolving rotation. Enter the Charlotte Hornets, a team desperately in need of a proven playmaker and floor general. With Tre Mann entering restricted free agency this summer, the Hornets are hedging their bets. Sexton provides a ready-made replacement who brings energy, experience, and a chip on his shoulder. He's still got 1 year left on his contract, $19 million before he hits unrestricted free agency in 2026. But the Hornets now control his bird rights and can see how he fits next to LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams. This could be the perfect landing spot for Sexton. In Charlotte, he won't have to be the number one option, but he'll have the green light to attack, penetrate, and create offense. Exactly what he's best at. With LaMelo returning from injury, the Hornets could now roll out a dynamic backcourt duo, or use Sexton as a high-impact sixth man. Either way, his scoring punch and intensity instantly upgrade a Hornets team trying to find stability and leadership. And don't forget, the Hornets also get a 2030 second-round pick in the deal. That might not seem like much now, but in a league where draft picks are currency, every asset counts, especially for a rebuilding team. As for the Jazz, they're not just giving Sexton away for free. In exchange, they bring in veteran big man Jusuf Nurkic. The 30-year-old center had just arrived in Charlotte via the Suns at the trade deadline last season, and now he's on the move again, landing in Utah as a veteran presence behind or alongside young bigs like Walker Kessler and Kyle Filipowski. Nurkic brings size, toughness, and experience to a frontcourt that suddenly has depth and options. He might not be the dominant force he once was in Portland, but he's still a solid rebounder and screen setter, an anchor who can help groom Utah's young core while giving them stability in the paint. And just like Sexton, Nurkic is on an expiring deal worth about $19 million. So if things don't work out, no problem. Utah maintains cap flexibility heading into the loaded 2026 free agency class. But the implications run deeper. This move is another signal that Utah is doubling down on youth. The Jazz are making it clear it's time for Bailey, Clayton Jr., and Keontae George to run the show. They're handing the keys to the next generation and letting veterans like Sexton and Jordan Clarkson move on. In fact, don't be surprised if this is just the first domino. More trades could be coming in Salt Lake City. For Charlotte, it's about taking a low-risk swing on upside. They're betting on Sexton to be more than just a stat stuffer. They're betting on him to bring culture, toughness, and maybe even playoff contention to a young team desperate for identity. The Hornets get a high-motor scorer in the prime of his career and a second-round pick. The Jazz get a veteran big man to help guide their front court and clear the runway for their young guards. Whether you're riding with Buzz City or backing the Jazz rebuild, this is the kind of under-the-radar move that sets the table for what's next. So what do you think? Did the Hornets just steal a star in Sexton? Or are the Jazz the real winners for embracing the youth movement? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you want more trade breakdowns like this. Subscribe to stay plugged into every move this NBA offseason, and don't forget to share with your fellow fans because this summer, the league's heating up fast.